Good morning, friends. Wake up, grab a brush, and put a little makeup, because it's time for Nerd News. Here for the ever spooky Tuesday the 13th. Ooh, it's going to catch on. Just you wait. It's going to catch on. I'm Joseph Craven, and this is the Nerd News Network live stream for this Tuesday morning. A wonderful Tuesday, wherever you are, I'm sure. Good to have you here. Comment on the live stream. Should be somewhere that direction. Live chat going on about all the nerd news stories going on in the world, or just the 5 that we've chosen to talk about here on this particular episode. Jump into the conversation. Hey, if we're not live streaming and this video is already posted, comment down below. Be sure to subscribe. We got news stories coming at you every weekday morning. This is, of course, the day before St. Valentine's Day. Here's a pro tip. Go ahead, order a bouquet of flowers for yourself. Invite your significant other over to your place. If they are impressed by the flowers, then say, I did this for you. And if they're not impressed, then at least you've spruced up the decor in your house just a little bit. You disgusting slob. Sorry to insult you so early. N3 is brought to you by Super Squad D, our other channel. Go ahead and subscribe Super Squad D if you haven't already, because tonight we're planning on doing a Super Squad D live stream discussion. We do these hour-long episodes. We talk about important topics, and there's a lot going on that we want to discuss. All right, I'm out with that promotional deal. I'm done with that stuff. Let's jump into the news. This is going to be a very movie-heavy episode, so news time, go, go, go. The most important news to have ever come out about anything is this. Michael Fasbender has signed on to star in a full-length feature film version of Kung Fury. Now, if you're familiar with Kung Fury? No, that's a completely different movie. Kung Fury. Then let this sink in for just a moment. Michael Fasbender in a comedy about a time-traveling Miami cop who knows Kung Fu. If you're not familiar with Kung Fury, then let this sink in for a moment. It's Michael Fasbender in a comedy about a time-traveling Miami cop who knows Kung Fu. Kung Fury is the brainchild of David Sandberg, creator of Kung Fury. Really? That's what you give me to work? That's all right. Anyway, that's what we're working with. Kung Fury got notable attention back in 2015 when Sandberg successfully raised $630,000 on Kickstarter for his short film that parodies and really honors the wonderful movie magic of the 1980s. After release on the World Wide Web, Kung Fury got even more attention because it was subtly amazing. It captured the feel of the really weird 80s, special effects and movie themes, the gritty tone of basically everything that was created in the 80s, myself included. But it also was a totally insane movie. Well, 30-minute short film. Anyway, for the record, this movie involves the main character going back in time in order to fight Hitler alongside like a T-Rex and a half dinosaur, half human thing. I just needed to point that out. Like, look at this and tell me if that doesn't interest you in the slightest. Now that they've got Michael Fasbender involved, what do you do with this story? Like, this has to be the strangest development that I've heard in a movie ever. First of all, they take something absurd, they make it a full-length feature, and then they get... Hasn't he won an Oscar for something? Someone fact-check me on this, but I feel like Michael Fasbender is an Oscar winner, even at least nominated, surely. Probably for Assassin's Creed. Couldn't even get through that joke with a straight face. After this video finishes up, if you've never watched Kung Fury, then just look it up anywhere. I think it's on YouTube, Netflix, it's wherever. Look it up, see for yourself what you're getting involved in. David Sandberg will star alongside Fassbender in the movie. Talk about dreams coming true. The dude just raised funds for a short film. Now he's going to be starring alongside Michael Fasbender. All right. Hey, if you're a fan of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, wow, that was good alliteration, then good news for you. A movie is in the works. How excited you get at this idea, though, depends entirely on how you feel about the work of director Chris Columbus. That's right, the writer of Goonies and Gremlins and the director of Mrs. Doubtfire and Home Alone is on board to direct this movie based on the horror survival game franchise. If you liked his work on those films, and then of course the 2 Harry Potter films that he directed, then chances are you're excited about this movie. I mean, if you're a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, that is. I gotta be honest with you, I had no idea what it was until just now. I had seen the toys before. I think McFarlane makes toys of them, and that was about it. I really had no idea what this was. I don't play horror games because I am a coward. My last name is Craven. It literally means coward. But I'm not convinced that the game isn't based on real life. Because like animatronic creatures coming to life and killing people, I totally believe that. If you told me that Chuck E. Cheese was a serial killer, I would believe you. You know, like you don't move around like this and not raise suspicions. Anyway, all that to say, it's been very popular since it came out. I guess it debuted in about 2014. It's got the toys. It's got several games in the series already. So it just kind of makes sense that, hey, why not? Let's make a movie out of it. Video games being turned into movies have a great track record. Michael Fasbender. But the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, whatever, movie should be in good hands, as Blumhouse, the studio in charge of it, is known and has a high reputation for quality, low-budget horror films such as Paranormal Activity, Insidious, and the critically acclaimed Get Out. Black Panther comes out this week. No segue between those two things. I really should have written that out better. But Black Panther comes out this week and is now projected to earn over $165 million on its opening weekend. That'll put it, if it makes that much, that'll put it in the top 5 or 6 highest grossing movies, or superhero movies. Which it seems like it should be higher than that, $165 million. The projection continues to grow, having been about $125 million around 2.5 weeks ago, up to $150 million last week. Of course, ticket sellers such as Fandango have publicly stated that this is the fastest selling advanced ticket movie, once again, could have worded that better, that they've had when it comes to the superhero films. Fastest one yet, so much hype around it. And so many positive early reviews coming in. Almost 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. About as close as a movie can get to 100% in this day and age, in which everyone is so angry about everything. One group that has been pretty vocal about not being angry, though, are DCEU fans. Of course, you might remember a couple weeks ago when news broke that some angry DCEU fans were trying to start some sort of boycott or trying to give Black Panther Rotten Tomatoes negative reviews because they claim that Rotten Tomatoes has a bias towards Marvel movies. Since then, a whole lot of DCEU fans have shown up on social media saying, no, we promise we're not that low of human beings. We want our movies to be good, but we're not going to go out sabotage someone else just because they are about to, make $165 million in opening weekend. Thus proving that even now, there are actually a few people out there who want the things they like to be good and successful without being super petty towards people who actually like other stuff. This might be the closest that we ever get to world peace. Anyway, Black Panther, if it reaches that projection, which it probably will, like I said, be up in the top 5 or 6 of superhero movies on opening weekends. Very, very promising. Hey, do you remember before Justice League ever released any footage of Superman in Justice League, and it was all still a rumor, and then Henry Cavill like Instagrammed a photo of himself in a Superman costume, and it kind of ruined any surprise there. But do you remember that there was rumors and some leaked still shots of the black Superman costume? This was propagated by this fake photo. I'm still saying fake photo. I blame Five Nights at Freddy's for this. This was propagated by this fake photo being passed around on the internet with, admittedly, much better facial hair special effects than the actual Justice League movie. All right, let's just beating that dead horse as far as that joke goes. Anyway, some special features from the filming of Justice League have come out on the internet before the release of the movie on digital DVD today, and Blu-ray, 4K, DVD, all that good stuff, Laserdisc, VHS, Betamax on March 13th, 1 month from today. Unless you take into consideration February is shorter than everyone else. Everyone else? One scene in particular in this behind-the-scenes footage actually shows a little bit more of the black Superman outfit, proving that there were potential plans to use it in the film. But just like everything else in the movie, those plans changed, totally rewritten. I hope this doesn't sound like I was trashing Justice League, by the way. I just want to point that out, talking about all the changes and, the bad special effects. I, for one, actually greatly enjoyed the movie. But, much like other DCEU films, it had some huge flaws to it. So, we're looking at you, Aquaman, to redeem everything. No pressure. All right, we have to have at least one story that's not related to movies, right? Do we have something? My production team shaking their heads no. So we're just going to try to come up with something. Hey, how about this? It's an older news story, but it checks out. Do you love Big Macs? Do you love Big Macs more than anything else on this whole godforsaken planet? Do you love Big Macs enough to get a diamond ring shaped like a Big Mac? Because you can. McDonald's, I believe last week, dropped this game that they're doing. They enlisted designer Nadine Gosen, which is a name I don't know how to pronounce, G-H-O-S-N, right, to create the Bling Mac, a 7-layer ring. That's 7 different rings that fit together on your finger, valued at roughly $12,500. Instead of the lettuce, tomato, beef special sauce that we are used to on Big Macs, all the layers are diamonds. Sadly, I guess, I don't know, the only way to acquire the Bling Mac is to win the McDonald's Bling Mac contest for Valentine's Day. To enter the contest, simply tweet your most creative expression of Big Mac love to the official McDonald's Twitter account using the hashtag Bling Mac Contest. If you win because you saw the story here, though, rules stipulate that you owe us at N3 at least one of those ring layers. It's the finder's fee. Those are the rules. You know the rules now. Hey, thanks for tuning in to N3 this morning. Did you miss it when the video went live and we had the live chat going on over here? Comment below then with the news that caught your attention or whatever you feel like talking about. Who even cares at this point? All right, I'll be back with you on Thursday morning. Until then, Tyler will shove his gorgeous face right into your internet screens. I almost said internet holes. That's not good. Whatever. All right, this has been N3. Join us tonight on Super Squad D as we discuss whatever we feel like talking about. Probably Solo a little bit. Probably some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just because Tyler talks about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles every day of his life. Thanks for joining. I'm Joseph Craven, and you complete me.